Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem by the John Glenn Band. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. You can now be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Kelly. I'm the interim principal at John Glenn High School. I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2024. At this time, we ask the senior choir members to please rise and join the choir. The John Glenn Choir, under the direction of Miss Andrea Bonner, will now sing one selection entitled, "It's Time to Go," composed by Jay Althouse. Miss Bonner?
But now the time has
It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of the Wayne-Westland Board of Education who have come here today to honor our graduating seniors. These dedicated individuals are charged with establishing the policies and procedures for the entire school district and spend countless hours ensuring a quality education for all. Their efforts are greatly appreciated. Please hold your applause until all members of the board have been introduced. Bradley Gray, President. Frederick Weaver, Vice President. Melanie Hines, Secretary. Kimberly May, Trustee. Mark Neal, Trustee. Lawana Abney Mitchell, Trustee. And David Cox, Trustee. Also at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the superintendent and members of his cabinet. Each member of the cabinet is dedicated to providing the best educational opportunities possible for each Wayne-Westland student. Again, please hold your applause until all members of the cabinet have been introduced. John Dignan, Superintendent. Julie Campbell, Assistant Superintendent of Business and Finance. Jennifer Curry, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment. Alex O'Feely, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. And Scott Toko, Assistant Superintendent of Administrative Services and Operations. We'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank our class sponsors, Mr. and Mrs. Lezak. Both of them have given countless hours to make our senior year one to remember. Would Mr. and Mrs. Lezak please stand and give them a round of applause? The John Glenn staff is divided into 10 departments with the chairperson representing each department. Each chair has a wide range of experience in their subject area. They commits many hours every year to our educational program. Department chairs, please stand at this time and give them a round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce the John Glenn and Career Tech staff. These are the people most directly responsible for providing students with the knowledge and skills to be successful in their daily lives. Without their guidance and dedication, we would not be here today. Would the John Glenn and Career Tech staff stand, and please give them a round of applause. Now I have the privilege of introducing the administration of William D. Ford Career Technical Center and John Glenn High School. These educators represent the leaders of today just like we represent the leaders of tomorrow. As leaders, they have provided us with direction to make it through the last 4 years and the skills to live a lifetime. Please hold your applause until all administrators have been introduced. With the William D. Ford Career Technical Center, we have Ms. Stephanie Bigelow, Principal, and Mr. Daniel Calhoun, Assistant Principal. In your John Glenn administration, Mr. Nick James, Assistant Principal, Ms. Alia Lawera, Interim Assistant Principal, Mr. Jason Malloy, Athletic Director, and Dr. Mary Jenkins Williams, Assistant Principal. At this time, I would like to introduce your 2024 valedictorian, Elijah James Watson.
Hello. For the vast majority of you, this is probably the most you've ever heard me talk, so. For many of us here, today marks the end of high school. We're done, we've made it, we survived. You'll be hearing it a lot, but congrats. It's really something to be proud of, and you've earned it. Whether it's the end of an era of your life like this, the end of a book, the end of a year, The end of something is often when you're really able to appreciate it for what it was. It's when you can really look back on something and see clearly what effect it has had on your life. And looking back, we had quite the 4 years at John Glenn, to say the least. For one, we're the last graduating class that can say we went to high school during the peak of quarantine, a time in our lives I'm sure many of us would like to forget. There was also stress over grades, sleepless nights spent studying, trying to get to your next class and getting stuck behind someone who walks really, really slow. Someone got tased at one point. And there was hours and hours spent doing homework. However, those aforementioned things are part of what got us here. Maybe not tasing, but and focusing on hardships hardly paints the full picture. It is school after all, so hopefully we all learned at least a little bit. And even if you disagree with that, there are friendships that we've made that will endure until death. There are teachers who we will remember for the rest of our lives. I know for me personally, some of the teachers I've had the pleasure of having taught me have had a profound impact on both me as a person today and the kind of person I want to become. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's a shared sentiment among some of you. Regardless of whether you found it more negative than positive or positive than negative, the last 4 years of our lives spent at John Glenn, everything we've endured, everything we've strived for, everything we've achieved has all led up to this moment, the end. And the interesting thing about today's ending is that it also doubles as a beginning. It is my honor and privilege to be one of the first to welcome everyone into the world of adulting. I wish you luck on your taxes next April. I went to the same school as you. I know you need it. And to get back on topic, if our lives were books, we've really only just ended the introduction. There's quite a bit more writing to do, and it's time to begin building off what we've already written. And I think there's a couple important things to remember. Like a true Miss Boyce timed practice essay, we're forced to use pen when we write. As a result, mistakes are never really something you can go back, erase, and write over. Instead, what you have is a bunch of ugly scribbles and a reminder of what not to do next time. What matters is getting better and not making the same mistake again. Another thing is you don't really know when you're going to run out of time to finish writing. As heavy as it is, we don't have unlimited time to kill. So when you're writing the book of your life, always be trying to make progress towards an ending, and that is the real end that you're content with. Because the last thing you want is to not finish in time or to be unhappy with what you've written. Lastly, your story is what you make it. We all have the potential to write incredible stories that can make people laugh, make people happy, make an impact on the world, stories that can change lives, but we're the ones that have to write it. So as we move forward in life, remember that we all have the potential to do great things, that you can be the one changing people's lives or making a difference in the world. You control the direction your life goes in. Therefore, strive to make it something you're proud of. And that way, when you do get to the end, and it's your turn to reflect on everything in your life, you can be content. And obviously, life's not going to be perfect. It never has, nor will it ever be. But what matters is that you don't give up for good and instead keep going. You can achieve a lot with a little perseverance, and the fact that we are here today is testament enough to that. Today is a celebration of the end or beginning or whatever you want to call it. It really doesn't matter. It's really about us, what we have accomplished, and what our futures hold. So at today's end, begin striving to achieve your dreams. I know it's cliche, but there's a little truth behind it. And lastly, I told you you'd hear it a lot, so here it is again. Congratulations to the John Glenn class of 2024, and thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Superintendent of Wayne-Westland Community Schools. Please welcome John Dignan.
Can we give Elijah another round of applause? Great job. Good afternoon, John Glenn, class of 2024. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. As you stand here today, surrounded by your peers, loved ones, educators, community members, take a moment to reflect back on your journey that brought you to this point, the challenges you faced, the lessons you've learned, and the growth you've experienced have all shaped you into the remarkable individuals that you are today. In this ever-changing world where the past remains open to interpretation and the future is merely a wish, remember, the present moment is where life unfolds. Soak it in, the warmth of the sun, the applause of your loved ones, and the collective pride of the John Glenn community. Today truly is a great day to be a Rocket. Parents and guardians, your unwavering support has been instrumental in the success of these graduates. It truly takes a village to raise a child, and your dedication has made all the difference. Let's take a moment and give your loved ones a round of applause. All of us have had teachers that have changed our life and have ignited the flame of curiosity and instilled a love for learning in all the young minds here today. Your impact extends far beyond the classroom, and thank you to all the John Glenn educators for the difference you've made in the minds you've shaped. If we can give the John Glenn staff a round of applause. As we conclude the ceremony, take a final glance around, see the faces of those that have believed in you, who've cheered you on, who've contributed to your growth, and carry that pride with you as you step in the next chapter of your life. Seniors of Rocket Nation, as you embark on this new chapter of your lives, let these words resonate with you. I salute you for your remarkable journey, 4 years of hard labor that you've worked relentlessly, laying the groundwork for a high school diploma and earning many well-deserved awards. Nailing down a future, you've secured your path forward, unlocking doors and windows that your families once only dreamed of. The blood, sweat, and tears and the sacrifices have transformed your lasting accomplishments, etching your legacy into Wayne-Westland and John Glenn lore. The currency of time, instead of counting the minutes, you've made every moment count. Investing wisely in your growth and quieting the naysayers and turning their doubts into songs of praise and drowning out your unwavering determination. Seniors, you've wielded your hammer against 100 fears, forging them into hopes. And with resolute strength, you pounded doubts into countless dreams. May your futures be as bright as the rainbow you've painted, and may your legacy inspire generations to come. Remember, you hold the power to be anything you wish to be. You shape your own destiny. Embrace it, chase your dreams, and make your mark on the world. Congratulations, John Glenn class of 2024, and today's truly a great day to be a Rocket. Thank you.
John Glenn High School community is proud of its instrumental program, music program. These students do an outstanding job at performing music at concerts, competitions, and activities. They have been recognized and received numerous awards for their outstanding performances. At this time, can the senior band and orchestra members stand and join the band and orchestra, please? Under the direction of Miss Andrea Bonner, the band and orchestra selected by the 2024 graduating seniors will be playing Warrior Legacy by Soon He Newbold. Miss Bonner? Members of the Board of Education, fellow educators, parents, friends, and relatives. The members of the class of 2024 who are assembled here today have successfully completed the graduation requirements established by John Glenn High School and Wayne-Westland Community School District. Having earned their diplomas signifies that the members of the class of 2024 have met or exceeded the educational standards of the state of Michigan. We, as the administration and faculty of John Glenn High School, recommend the graduating class of 2024 to receive their diplomas with all rights, responsibilities, and privileges thereof. I now present to you the John Glenn graduation class of 2024. Please welcome and presentation of diplomas, Mr. Bradley Gray, Board of Education President.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the class of 2024. It is my great honor and privilege as an alumnus of Wayne-Westland Community Schools and John Glenn High School to represent the Board of Education in celebrating this important day with the class of 2024, along with your friends, family, loved ones, and the entire Wayne-Westland Community School District. The Board of Education is proud to present diplomas to our students of the graduating class of 2024. I want to thank you for allowing us to acknowledge your accomplishments today. Our district, including the board, has put the resources in place to help you reach this day and prepare you for the next steps you will take into the world. Your family and loved ones have supported you and guided you along the way. Your teachers have taught and mentored you day in and day out. However, none of the resources, guidance, or support would have gotten you here to today without the work that you put in towards your own education. The class of 2024 has faced unique challenges that no other class has faced before. You entered high school during a global pandemic with a world facing an uncertain future. However, do not see these challenges as an impediment to your future. These challenges have helped form and shape you. They have taught you incredible resilience and adaptability. You have come out the other side of these challenges with a capacity for creativity and critical thinking like no other generation before you. While today we celebrate the end of your high school years, we also celebrate the beginning of your next chapter. You will be stepping out into a world and beginning the rest of your lives. You will continue to face new challenges, and you will rise to them. You will have setbacks along the way, but you will persevere. You will have great disappointments, but you will also have great successes. You will do great things. Make sure you do not forget all those that I mentioned before who helped you get to this step. Thank your families for the unwavering support and guidance they gave you. Thank your teachers and the staff for the dedication and commitment they show day in and day out to helping students. By the power vested in me as president of the Wayne-Westland Board of Education, I hereby declare the John Glenn High School class of 2024 officially graduated.
Commencement is a dignified and proper occasion. Your respectful silence is requested during the ceremony so every family can hear their graduate's name announced as they cross the stage. Your cooperation will enhance the enjoyment and remembrance of this joyous event for all. The graduates will now be following the guides to the stage, and we will present our diplomas. Remember, common courtesy and show respect for each graduate and their family by holding any applause until all graduates have been introduced. Lead it? Yep.
Stand right here. Elijah James Watson, valedictorian.
Elena Lucille Garrett.
Sophia Lynn.
Reagan Shay Neely.
Katerina Tabing Luzadas.
Jenna Mohammed Ali.
Ashley Renee Hen.
Cole Patrick Neely.
Michaela Brohard.
Savannah Star Sprinksmeyer.
Delaney Jade Boston.
Jameer Devon Johnson.
Cooper Dane Bergeron.
Grace Madeline Greibel.
Alex Wayne Muse.
Kirsten Nicole West.
Tyler Stephen Radley.
Musba Massim Abukazam.
Ali Hassan Al Shuwali.
Natalia Judith Alonso Delgalio.
Dylan Bidney Lareen.
Luke Jalen Paul Adams.
Deja Bennett.
Octavio Delano Aguilera Mora.
Duran Dion Bennett Jr.
Ali Abdularan Al Gilab.
Adrea Noel Bean.
Lucine D. Billity.
Grace Virginia Beauchamp.
Miriam Leif Alessimio.
Evan Michael Baum.
Akman Esnan Ali.
Aiden Anthony Barrios Corral.
Jason Carter Ali II.
Marati Barati.
Marina April Allen.
Adriana Simone Dally Banks.
Kiara Alexis Allgood.
Pamela Balabani.
Rania Mohammed Elshek.
Brandon Dean Baker.
Rowan Mohammed Elshek.
Gracie Amora Arnold.
Ethan Kenneth Anderson.
Kamari Darshay Armstrong.
Shea Lynn Blair.
Javion Malik Allen.
Yelena Asa Bongo.
Jessica Guadalupe Cruz Halomio.
Flora Achwe Boami.
Thomas Michael Costello III.
Isabel Marie Brinkett.
Kamaya Alanan Cook Barnes.
Evan Martin Brinkmeyer.
Amaya Marie Kahlo.
Lena Evelyn Brown.
Anissa Maja Coleman.
Nicholas Paul Brown Jr.
Devon Cartier Coates.
Brianna Nicole Bryan.
Jalen Terrell Clark.
Ashton Curtis Buck.
Caitlin Ann Chahoki.
Matthew Cameron Bullock.
Justice Henry Cato.
Brooklyn Faye Busby.
Dominic Miles Castillo.
Tiana Kamika Bird.
Christian Kenneth Carithers.
Madison Alana Cadell.
Alexis Sarah Marie Carr.
Aurelie Jacqueline Compost.
Cameron Michael Capon.
Miranda K. Charterisky.
Aaron Michael Campbell.
Hannah K. Ali DeCullough.
Elliot Jelani Flake.
Devante Jamel Del Sasso.
Anaya Sierra Figueroa.
Natasha Angel Darling.
Caleb Mitchell Ferguson.
Gabriel Lee DeSaro.
Dave James Faundu.
Kaylee May Davenport.
Mariah Lynn Fant.
Jaden Davis.
Bryce Eric Fallows.
Joseph Nolan Decker.
Elizabeth Patrice Fall.
Allison Charlotte DeWolf.
Monterez Dayon Estes.
Marlon Lawrence Dillard Jr.
Caitlin Ayana Edwards.
Isabel Grace DuBois.
Devin Mateo Edwards.
Gabriella K. Flanagan.
Che Obai Edie Jr.
Javon Martez Foster.
Ayla Marin Durham.
Julius Dante Fox.
Dakota J. Dreher.
Hakeem God Frierson.
Darian Walter Drain Kasavevich. I screwed that up.
Keelila Caitlin Fulkerson.
Sierra Faith Ann Ward.
Terrell Byron Gibson.
Amir Ethan Handy.
Sean Aaron Gifford.
Avery Noel Hammock.
Ashley Michelle Gilbert Susanna.
Madison Christina Hamlet.
I have your bow tie from prom. Marquavion Shamir Gibbons.
Jamie Dillon Hall.
Chase Edison Glenn.
Angel Marie Gwinner.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Getz.
Ash Geithline.
Rayon Gold.
Joseph Michael Girton.
Nicholas James Graham.
Caleb Anthony Grogan.
Rebecca Lynn Hayner.
Matthew Gary Grimm.
Ethan Cassius Hartnett.
Tymir Terrell Griffin.
Jayla Jayana Harris.
Nevaeh Nancy Greenleaf.
Ahmed Salah Hassan.
Dewan Maurice Green.
Farah Jaden Hill.
Michaela Marie Gray.
Isaiah Eden Holbrook.
Daquan William Jones.
Andrew Garrett Holston.
Aiden Henri Jones.
Tatiana Chanel Holtz.
Ariana Marie Jones.
Keaton Monroe Hood.
Miranda Lene Johnson.
John Edward Hooper.
Alexandria Irene Jimenez Greenshields.
Ashlyn Marie Horn.
Sophia Mayling Jimenez.
Michaela Lynn Hudson.
Jordan Andrea Jett.
Jalen Bry Howes.
Maya LaShawn Jenkins.
Bradley Vincent Iannotti.
Amber Rose Jendruzik.
Gracie Kazuko Kataguchi.
Christian Isaiah Jemison.
Lincoln Jesse Kenny.
Deshauna Janae Jackson.
Gracie Kathleen Kunanen.
Jayla Janae Jackson.
Nathan Anthony Kirkwood.
Alyssa Ann Irving.
Kemp Xavier Kaiser.
Isaiah Stephen Markham.
Randolph Orlando Knight.
Austin James Marble.
Casey J. Kolb.
Jalen Joseph Makowitz.
Hunter Patrick Crouppen.
Logan Brian Mock.
Janiyah Denise Kiles.
Jamie Michael McDonald.
Peyton Marie Langston.
Eric Lamont. Love.
Katina Marie Laramie.
Emily Long.
Mika Ann Martorelli.
Angel Dario Linsky.
Peyton Margaret Massey.
Brooke Elizabeth Liebau.
Faith Lauren Matthews.
Alyssa Joanne Liebau.
Lauren Michelle Mayfield.
Jonathan Demetrius Lawson.
Dayana Demaya McClinney.
Samuel Allen Lawrence.
Michaela Mariah Monique McGibbon.
Skylar Ann Nickert.
Blake Michael McLaughlin.
Tania Nichols.
Patrick McCaj.
Ryan Martin Nelson.
Austin Albert Meisner.
Elma Najam.
Madeline Lee Meichner.
Elizabeth Ann Middich.
Adrian Marie Mendoza.
Cameron Thomas Myers.
Carissa Amaya Noble.
Jasmine Danae Murrell.
Lucas Paul North.
Hannah Therese Murdoch.
Jenna Lee O'Brien.
Caitlin Elizabeth Mosier. Catherine Elizabeth Mosier.
Ariel Raquel Ogburn.
Kayla Denise Mobley.
Joseph Esposo Ogal.
Kira Mercedes Mitchell.
Brandon Robert Panic.
Amaya Kylie Janique Perez.
Joseph Michael Party.
Aria Sierra Diane Ray.
Rocco Lawrence Party.
Eli Santos Rangel.
Aubrey Noel Parker.
Juan Eric Prince.
Michaela Alicia Patterson.
Damon Ali Powers.
Jordan Lavelle Patterson.
Madison Dakota Potton.
Crystal Chinaza Ningagwe.
Javion Philip Porter.
Flem Robert Peacher VII.
Breland Anaya Pohl.
Gabriel Richard Reed.
Evan Thomas Platts.
Olivia Shea Reptis.
Dominic Tyron Pittman.
Skyla Diane Ryapel.
Malaya Nicole Pittman.
Julia Catherine Ryapel.
Sienna Madison Rose Pearson.
Clarissa Riviera.
Amy Lynn Penaloza.
John Ernest Roberson.
Angeline Penaloza.
Zechariah Robinson.
Mason Matthew Sharuga.
Vanessa Ruby Rodriguez.
Kayam Elton Ship.
Eric Michael Rogers.
Connor James Shipley.
Sanaya Janae Rogers.
Kaylee Ann Shepard.
Austin Nicholas Roy.
Faith Elizabeth Shaw.
Madison Rose Royce.
Heavenly Sky Scott.
Douglas Edward Leverens.
Matthew Everett Sapp.
James Carson Shoup.
Brian Santiago.
Eric Lamar Smith.
Omar Ismat Salah.
Arlisa Dion Smith.
Alicia Danielle Salome.
Ricky Linnell Smith III.
Adam Joseph Side.
Desmond Charles Smith.
Emily Vera Samish.
Lakaira Nicole Smith.
Alexis Ruiz Jimenez.
Leonard Lafayette Snell Jr.
Christian James Ruiz.
Easton Anthony Sokola.
Angelica Katis Tolanen.
Khalil Jabari Sproul.
Janae Latrice Thornton.
Christopher Michael Stafford Jr.
Samad Lonnie Thompson Huffman.
Quentin Keith Starks.
Alyssa Renee Tyson.
Jason Matthew Sterling Jr.
Allison Christine Thaxton.
Lillian May Tomlin.
Emily Ann Tham.
Jolene Tran.